All right, we're getting really close to the release of PlayStation VR2, February 22nd, and finally we're getting a little bit of some official announcements coming out of Sony. So just today they announced, more so confirmed their launch lineup for the PlayStation VR. So there was a bunch of games out. They added 13 new games today that they announced. There's a huge list. I'm not going to go through the list, but some of the standouts. So Gran Turismo 7, we talked about a couple weeks ago. That's coming to PlayStation VR, and it is available for free if you had the regular version. So that's pretty cool. You can race in all the cars that they have on there, and then some original PlayStation VR titles, Res Infinite and Tetris Effect, are getting ports to the PlayStation VR 2. Now those will also have new features like the eye tracking and the haptic feedback, and pretty cool implementation as far as those games go. So I think that's really cool. And then, just a bunch of other new stuff. Obviously, the big one is Horizon Call of the Mountain. They're getting, No Man's Sky. That's still going along. That game's never going to die.
Yeah.
And then, Star Wars games, the Vacation Simulator, the Walking Dead games are going to be there. So a lot of cool games. I think there's like over 30 of them now that are available. Still seems a little weak to me for a launch lineup. There's definitely something for everyone. But as far as like the big games, I know a lot of people were hoping for the Half-Life Alyx to be announced. But yeah, I'm every day I go back and forth on whether I'm going to get this damn thing.
Yeah. But the closer I look at the details, the further and further I am from ever wanting one. It itself costs as much as the console.
Yeah, but it sounds so cool. Like I just keep reading like hands-on, people that had hands-on with it, and just talking about how great like the eye tracking is, and so the headset has like haptics in it too to like simulate things. Just it sounds so much fun. But a buddy of mine is getting one, so
oh nice.
Yeah, so I'll be over there right when it comes out, and I'll test it out. I know as soon as I play it, I'm gonna want to get one of my own. That's exactly what happened with the first PlayStation VR. I played it at like a demo event, and immediately pre-ordered it. So, but yeah, dude, $550. Oof.
Or 600 and you get an extra game.
That's true. $600.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Another 50 will get you a USB-C port and 10 cents of plastic you could 3D print to lay your with a chart controllers.
Yep. Put those bad boys on there. Yeah, dude. I don't know. And I was hoping for more of the original games announced as having new versions. So there's not backwards compatibility. So if you have like one of the first games, it's not automatically, you can't use it on a new one. So,
which, can you think of any spec reason why that would be if they're only adding new features and nothing's really lost?
I think just the way that it's done, I really think it's because of the eye tracking, because that's more about controls and stuff like that. And they switched up the controllers too. So like they used to have those little move controllers with the sticks with the lights on the end. Now they have brand new controllers. So I don't know if that changes the way that things would be handled, or the way that the game is tracked. Because obviously tracking within a VR game, where you are inside that world, is a big thing. So I don't know if that was changed. That might have affected it. So I'm not entirely certain. They never came out and said one way or another like what the reason is why they won't work. But yeah. And so the games that they do have that were on the first one, like Res and Tetris Effect, like I just mentioned, you got to pay $10 to upgrade to the newest version of that, the PSVR2 one. So yeah, I don't know. It's leaving a little bit of a poopy taste in my mouth, but man, it's so much fun once you get in there.
Yeah.
And then still no Beat Saber too, which is like my favorite game of all the VR games, and that has not been announced for PSVR2. So yeah, I'm cool to wait until all this shit gets added.